Hi, Maxine. How are you today?
Hello, good.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to us and to talk to our readers and tell them all about your recent success in the flycasting competition.
Mm-hmm.
How was your day today?
Good.
Excellent. Did you go to school?
What?
Did you go to school today?
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
Seventh.
Seventh grade. Wow. I remember seventh grade. That was 100 years ago.
When
So how old were you when you started flycasting?
I started fly casting, I was 9 years old.
Okay. So you've been casting for about 2 years now?
Yeah.
You've come a long way in 2 years.
Yeah.
What do your friends at school think about your flycasting hobby?
My friends at school think it's pretty cool, and actually one of them wants to start.
Nice. Who's your friend at school that wants to learn to cast?
She's my best friend.
Oh, nice. Are you going to teach her?
Yep.
Well, she's pretty lucky to have a friend who's as good an instructor as you. What do you like other than fly fishing? Do you play other sports at school?
Yeah, I do softball and track and field.
Oh, nice. Are you as good at those as you are at flycasting?
Probably not.
I guess we would have heard about it if you were, huh?
Yeah.
How old were you when you first started competing in the casting games?
I think it was the same year. 9. So yeah, 9.
You competed your first year.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. Do you remember how you did?
No.
Yeah.
But I have a video of it.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fun. I would love to see that. So who taught you to cast?
Well, at first it was my dad.
Uh-huh.
And then when I wandered out to the casting pond, people at the casting pond started teaching me.
Oh, nice.
And, one of them, her coach was Chris Korch,
Uh-huh.
who later on became my coach.
Oh, that's great. Is Chris a good teacher?
Yeah, he's a really good teacher. He always narrows it down to the details so I can always understand it.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good skill to have as a teacher, right?
Yeah.
And you finished just a few points behind him in the competition, I see. So he did a pretty good job there, huh?
Yeah.
Do you fish a lot?
What?
Do you actually go out and fish a lot?
Couple times a year, not that much.
Yeah. What kind of fish do you like to catch?
I've only caught rainbows, browns, and one sucker before, but my favorite is rainbows.
Oh, nice. Yeah, rainbows are fun, huh?
Yeah.
What's your favorite fly to catch rainbows on?
I like a lot of flies, but mostly dry flies and caddises.
Yeah, there you go. What's your favorite part about fishing dry flies? Why do you like that so much?
I like it because you see the fish come up to your fly. It's a bit more action.
Hey, right? Immediate gratification.
Yeah.
Do you tie your own flies?
Every once in a while, I'll go down and tie some flies. I've tied some before, but I don't do it super often.
Yeah. Do you tie your own elk hair caddis?
Yeah.
Nice. What kind of rod do you cast?
I cast some old-time, Fenwicks, older Fenwicks.
That's classy.
And Gene Loomis rod, and, also some fiberglass, old slow action.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite?
I don't know. I like all of them.
Yeah. Fiberglass rods are fun to cast, aren't they?
Yeah.
I really like them. So tell me, who do you think makes better casters, boys or girls?
I don't know. It depends how much work the person puts in.
That's
But either one can go.
that's the deciding factor, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much time you put in. How much time do you spend at practicing your casting?
During the school year, probably 1 or 2 days. Average, probably 1 or 2 days a week. So like 1 or 2 hours. But half the time I'm playing.
Okay, so what's the difference between playing and practicing?
time, and then playing is in between, so I can take breaks and run around and build forts.
I see. Okay. Yeah. And get yourself in the groove, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. So when you watch grown-ups cast, what's the most common mistake you see them make?
Usually when grown-ups cast, I see them use a lot of wrist and elbow,
Mm-hmm.
and that causes them to go more of a back and forth stroke,
Mm-hmm.
which makes them rotate later. And I think that's the most common mistake I see them use.
That's good advice. So accuracy is your specialty, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is the most important thing a caster can do to be accurate?
Well, a really important thing is lining up to the target.
Mm-hmm.
And another important thing is having more of an up and down stroke, because you rotate earlier and it helps you line up to the target better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Almost like another golf ball. You probably don't play golf, do you?
No.
Yeah, you didn't mention that earlier. Softball, I guess you line up when you play softball, don't you?
Yeah.
So, I'm wondering if you can give me some advice. You mentioned rotation earlier, and I have problems with rotation. Sometimes I will rotate and it takes my rod tip off a straight line path and I'll miss my target. So, can you give me some advice to fix that?
Yeah. You're probably using more wrist and elbow,
Mm-hmm.
which causes you to go more back and forth, and it means you're not rotating as early.
Okay.
And it brings your rod tip off a straight line. And we use a really big muscle in our shoulder that we call the great beast muscles, because it's the muscle we use the most, which helps us go more up and down and keep our rotation good.
You know, I saw you casting on the TV news there locally. I saw that video, and you have a beautiful casting stroke. It's just a pleasure to watch. And when you were trying to help the newscaster with his casting stroke, you mentioned the rainbow bands in the wrist. I was wondering if you could tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, the rainbow bands are tendons in our wrists that help you rotate on the way up in your back cast.
Mm-hmm.
And I call them rainbow bands because when I was learning about the rainbow bands and my coach was teaching me, I was really into these rubber band bracelets called Rainbow Loom.
Oh,
And I really liked those, and the tendons in my wrist kind of reminded me of rubber bands, so I named them Rainbow Rubber Bands.
So you came up with that term.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's why I hadn't heard it before. That's fascinating. So this question I want you to understand is important. And Maxine, you know it's important to always tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
So you placed 4th in the nation for accuracy in fly casting. And as I look over the results, I see that your father placed 3rd and only 1 point ahead of you. Now I want you to tell me the truth. Did you let your father win?
No.
Come on. For sure?
Yeah, sure.
He just got lucky this year.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So tell me, what things will you be working on this year to make sure that next year when you go out to the casting games, you're going to beat Chris Korich and Steve Rajeff and your dad?
I'm going to work more on my back cast and try to master it better and practice at the targets, try to focus more and have even more focused training and tight loops. And yeah.
Well, Maxine, I have all confidence that we are going to see you in that first place spot next year, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
You are a phenomenal young lady, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us. It's been a real pleasure.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.